it's hard to say. I mean, I guess not. Like, I don't think civilization will be totally destroyed unless there's like some really massive global thermonuclear war. But I mean, Stephen Hawking, he would say that there was like at least a 1% chance of total annihilation every century. That was his rough estimate. But there's a much bigger chance of civilization being less capable than it is today. So you say like, well, because you look at, say, these various civilizations throughout history, whether it's like ancient Sumerians or the Egyptians, the Romans, like there's like a life cycle to civilization. They reached a peak and then they started subsiding. So I think a bigger question is like, well, will our technology level be better or worse than it is today in 100 years? I think it's probably going to be better. I think, but any estimates are going to be there's so many dependencies. Like an estimate, I think I'm not sure it has any meaning. Because it's like there's so many things that can happen in 100 years.
Well, the logical hope is always that people pay attention to history and they recognize the patterns and how civilizations have collapsed.
Yeah.
And they recognize what's going wrong in the current society and say, we have to do our best to mitigate this. And we've seen this happen before. Let's course correct and let's sort of manage what we've got here now and maintain what we've got here now because it's pretty extraordinary.
Yes.
This is what we're hoping for with this election. This is what we're hoping for with the future, is that people can see we are on a bad path and something can be done right now. And it might be the only moment in history where this is possible. Because if they do lock the country down and make it so that voting is kind of bullshit and you're only voting for primaries,
exactly.
and the people that they put in the primaries, they're controlling that in the first place.
Yep.
You don't really have democracy anymore. You don't really have choice.
Exactly.
You don't really have freedom.
That's right. Yeah, I think freedom is fundamentally at stake in the election tomorrow, and we'll know. I think we'll know by the end of the day tomorrow.